Robert. Thank you for joining me today. You have a great question that I think is going to be so helpful. I know it's going to be super helpful for you, but helpful for a lot of the people that are watching this video too. And your question is, how do I create a system for calling expired listings? Like, when do you call? How do
Mm,
you follow up? Exactly how do you handle these
yeah,
expireds every day so you could keep track of what's going on, who you talk to, who you need to call back, and all that kind of stuff? Yes?
yeah.
Yeah. Yes. Robert, are you calling expireds right now?
Yes, actually, we just passed the first of the month, which is expire day.
I
So
know.
I called, and as you know, with expires, they are elusive. So you have to call and call and call, and they don't always pick up.
Mm, yes, yes, yes.
So,
Well, so what a great starting point. Thank you for saying that. Because what you just said just leads right into the most important thing that everyone in you, Robert, need to always remember so you could start setting appointments and taking expired listings. You
yeah.
have to have urgency. Write down the word urgency
Mm,
when calling expireds. And what
yes.
I mean by that is,
Urgency.
what I mean by that, and you know this, you're saying, they don't answer the phone, you got to keep calling back.
Hmm.
A new expired is an expired that came off the MLS today. Okay, this
Hmm.
morning, today, the
Hmm.
status of their listing changed from active to expired. They
Right.
are new for today only. Tomorrow, this expired from today is not new anymore. They're old. And
Right.
when you first of all, you always, the new expireds, today's expireds are your first calls every single day.
Mm,
And you need to call them as early as possible. Well, how early? Talk to your broker. I always say that because different states have regulations and a certain time that you're not
okay.
supposed to call before. So check with your broker on that. However,
Okay.
as you know, a lot of agents call expired listings. Why? Because they are the easiest, hottest prospect you could speak with to take a listing today.
Mm,
They're the easiest, hottest, best one. Better than
wow.
Fizbo's, better than anyone else. You walk
Wow.
into your office in the morning, you have no leads, no listings, and you want a listing today. Who who do you go after? New expireds.
New expires.
So
Awesome.
hey, you and I know that, but
Hmm.
a lot of agents know that. That's why they get a lot of calls from real estate agents because everyone wants a piece of this. Yes, they want the
Yeah.
listing.
Yeah.
So what happens is you have to have urgency in calling them as early as possible, checking with your broker,
Okay.
because they are literally being bombarded with phone
Mm,
calls from real estate agents. So,
wow.
and as you could imagine, Robert, and they're not very happy people. If you had listed your house with an agent, stayed listed for 6 months, and did not sell, would you be a happy homeowner?
No.
No,
Yeah.
I wouldn't
Not at all.
either. And
Yeah.
then imagine after all this wasted time, your
Mm,
listing comes out off the MLS and your phone doesn't stop ringing. The morning that it comes off, it's one call after the other.
yeah.
How soon will you stop answering the phone when you see a number you don't recognize?
Yeah. Yeah. Put it on silent.
Exactly. You already know. You in the beginning, the phone starts ringing. You don't know what's going on because most expireds don't. They're not keeping track. Their agent stopped communicating a while back, so they see a number. Oh, they answer.
Yeah.
Okay, they're not happy now. 5, 10. How many calls would you pick up? Maybe 10 maximum, and then
Yeah.
you're like, "That's it. I'm not answering the phone anymore."
Right.
Hence, why a lot of expireds don't answer the phone. Is it making sense now?
Yeah. Yeah, it is. Very much so.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
really, the way to solve that is
Mhm.
calling early. Also, some of them may continue to answer the phone. right?
All right. Okay.
However, 40 to 50% of expired listings relist their property within 72 hours.
Wow.
Another reason why you got to have urgency.
Mm.
And
Yeah.
and you got to call them every day, Monday through Friday or even Saturday, because if 40 to 50% relist within 72 hours and you're only calling them once a week, can you see how you're missing a ton of opportunity?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what about the rest of them, right? So 40 to 50%, 72 hours, maybe another 25, 30% within 2 to 3 weeks. And then there's, 25%, whatever, a small percentage that they may not release the property anytime soon.
Okay.
They may just, take it off the market. But
Yeah.
there's so much opportunity in the new ones. I don't even,
Mm.
do I want the ones that are going to listen to 3 weeks? Yes, but I want the ones that are listing today. When I
Yeah.
was selling real estate, Robert, my in the early 2000s, starting my fourth year, I was listing about 50 expireds a year. At some point, I was taking 150 listings a year, 100 FISBOs and 50 expireds.
Nice.
Okay, of these expireds that I listed,
Mm-hmm.
80% of them 80%. I called them the day they expired. I met
Mm.
them that same day in the afternoon or evening and listed the house.
Wow.
80%.
80%. Whew.
Same day. You want a listing today?
Yeah.
You know what to do.
Go for an expired.
A new expired. Yeah, but see, if I, so let's say it's Monday and I don't call them, and Monday's an amazing day because now you got, if you didn't prospect on Saturday and Sunday, you got 3 days of expireds.
Mm.
You always call the newest ones first. So I would call
Okay.
Monday and then go to Sunday and then go to Saturday.
All
But if
right.
it's Monday and I don't call expireds, and then Tuesday something happen and I'm busy too and I don't call, and I go call on Wednesday,
Mm.
how many already listed that
Yeah.
I missed the opportunity?
Yeah.
So
You missed
literally,
that
it's,
window.
I mean, that the urgency is the number one thing with an expired listing.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you understand why.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Now,
Now,
yes,
mm,
go ahead. You have a question?
now you call them that morning.
Yes.
You don't get through. When's the
Ah,
next time?
great question. If they don't answer the phone in the morning, call them again. Call them again. So you, in the system you're using to dial, you have folders. You have a lead follow-up folder, you have an appointment set folder. If they don't answer the phone, you don't move them anywhere. You leave them right there in the expired or off market folder. Yes?
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So mid-afternoon, I would say between 1 and 2 p.m., call it right after lunch. Dial again the ones that didn't answer in the morning.
Okay.
They don't answer, dial again between 6 and 8 p.m. same day. You call them morning, afternoon, evening, same
Mm.
day.
Same.
Why am I calling them 3 times a day? Because they're gonna list with somebody and they do it quickly.
Mm.
And
Okay.
so I gotta get on this game fast here, otherwise I miss the opportunity.
Yeah. Yeah.
And how do you know, right? How do you know who you already talked to? First of all, the system, I use Espresso Agent, Vulcan 7, they both, when you dial some a phone number and they don't answer, it will
Mm-hmm.
put in your little notes automatically. You click a button, there was no answer, and they're still sitting in that expired or off market folder.
Okay.
So you open it again in the afternoon, in the evening, they're sitting in the folder. You see the day they expired, it's today. You click, you dial. That's it.
Wow.
It's simple.
Okay. Nice.
Now, if you call it morning, afternoon, evening, they still don't and morning, remember, as early as possible, and they still don't answer the phone. What now? The
Yeah.
next day, I'm calling again. After, remember, in order
Yeah.
of priority, first calls of
After the
the day,
two expireds.
then new FISBOs, then old expireds, and then old FISBOs. So who's an old expired? Tomorrow, the ones that expired today are old. So
Mm,
I call them morning, afternoon, evening. They don't answer the phone. I'm calling them again the next day
mm, okay.
as an old expired.
Okay. All right.
Now, for the first 7 days of an expired listing, I would
Mhm.
call them once a day,
Okay.
but at different times of the day. So tomorrow I call, if I'm calling old expireds now, let's say it's 10 a.m. if I started at 8 or 9. So now you could create a folder for um, 3 p.m. expireds, 7 p.m. expireds. Create a folder. So
Mhm.
you talk to them day 2 in the morning. You're going to move them now to the 3 p.m. expired. So every
Okay.
day that you're not on a listing appointment in the afternoon, you open that and you call just for the first 7 days. A morning, day 2 in the morning, day 3 in the afternoon, day 4 in the evening. Include a Saturday morning. This is within the first 7 days. Again, the urgency to get a hold of these expireds.
Mm.
Because if
Yeah.
you don't do that, huge opportunity and you're missing it.
Yeah.
So if
Yeah.
you're creating the proper folders, so if you're making calls in evening, right? 6, 7
Mhm.
p.m. Okay. 6, 7 p.m. expired. You could do for sale by owners, you still wanna this is about expired, but I gotta say this. Do I do the same with a FISBO? No. FISBOs are a different. You want to still call them the day that they come up as a FISBO, but you're not with that urgency that you have with a new expired.
Oh, I gotcha. Okay. So now, are you saying that first day you're going to call that new expired 3 times?
Yeah, I did say
The
that.
next day, are you going to call 3 times for that
No,
old
and then,
expired? Okay,
no.
just the new expired.
Three morning, afternoon, evening is only day 1. Day
Okay.
2 through 7, once a day at different times of the day. So if I
Right.
called in the morning on day 2, on day 3, I'm gonna call in the evening.
In the
Because you
evening.
don't wanna always, let's say,
Yeah.
if you always call every day at 9 a.m., what if
Yeah.
that time for some reason they're doing something and they cannot answer the phone? So you
Right.
gotta try it days
Yeah.
2 through
Push.
7,
Yeah.
different times they and include a Saturday morning. Saturday morning
Yeah.
is an amazing time to make
Mm.
calls.
Yeah, I can believe it. Yeah.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
People are generally not working. They're more likely to answer the phone. You could start around 9 a.m. 9 a.m. till noon, Saturdays, amazing.
Hmm. Okay.
Any questions on this, Robert?
No, no, I think that's very straightforward. It
Are you excited about
Yeah, I
calling
am.
expireds? Even more than before we started this
You
video.
got to be excited about the opportunity to get a listing the same day.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And they wasted time with
Hmm.
someone who couldn't sell the house. They're looking for a great agent.
Yeah. Yeah.
You
Right.
show up, you be that great agent,
Yeah.
just like that. And
Yeah.
sometimes, I just want to say this to wrap this up, Robert. Agents would say, well, but they expired because they're overpriced because they don't want to lower the price. So how would I be able to sell it?
Yeah.
What makes you think they won't lower the price? Oh, I'm sure their agent told them they had to lower the price. No, don't be so sure, because a lot of
Yeah.
agents don't. They're afraid to
Hmm.
to have
Yeah.
this conversation. They don't have the
Yeah.
skills. They don't have the
Right.
knowledge. They don't
Right.
know how to have the conversation. And
Yeah. Yeah.
as you know, a price reduction conversation is not easy. Sellers are not
No.
happy when
No.
you call to us for a price reduction, and a lot of agents are scared of doing it. I
Yeah.
cannot even tell you how many expired listings, appointments that I went on when I was selling real estate. And we would go over the price and the market and the comparables. And they would look at me and say, wow, like literally, I've had them say it just like this. If my previous agent had told me that this is what
Wow.
I needed to do, this is the price I needed to put out to be able to sell, I would have done that months ago. I wouldn't be sitting
Wow.
here wasting my time.
Gee. Yeah.
Do you
Yeah.
see why they need a grade A? They do.
Sure.
They're
Sure.
looking, they're waiting for you to call and
Yeah.
be that great agent.
Yeah. With that confidence.
A hundred
Yeah.
percent.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
You're gonna start
Excellent.
taking advantage of these opportunities, right, Robert?
Yes. Yes. I am excited to get going and get busy with it.
I'm excited for you as well, and I can't wait to hear all of the success you're gonna have
All
with
right.
Inspire. That's
Thank you.
amazing.
All
Thank
right.
you,
Thank you,
Robert. Thank
Jackie.
you so much for taking the time. Everybody
Yeah.
watching, you go help these expireds and take
Yes.
listings same day. It's one of the most exciting prospects you can call. Thanks again.
Exactly.
See you
All
later.
right. Okay. Thank you, Jackie.
Thank you.